Hi and welcome to Banwell Parish Council's Easter Food Club. This is session 2 and I'd like to introduce Julie, our fantastic chef. Again, thanks to Banwell Garden Centre, Stonebridge Farm for providing some ingredients, also to the Food Bank and to Banwell School and Churchill School for supporting us with this venture. Today, I'm going to hand over to Julie Williams, who is going to be cooking us an amazing chicken curry. I can't wait. Julie. Belle, you've got to unmute.
Afternoon, everybody. Hope you can hear me. I'm Julie Williams and I live in the village. I'm just going to show you how to make a simple curry today. Though I'm using fresh chicken, with curry you can use any type of meat that you got in the fridge. So we'll start at the beginning. I hope you got all your list of your equipment by you, and we'll follow the planner that the method we've sent you out in the sheets. Okay. So first we need to prepare our chicken. Now I'm assuming, which is wrongly, that everybody will have different boards in the house. If you don't, that's fine, because we can use a board, wash it after, and then just pour some boiling water over it to sterilise it, and it'll be fine to use again. If you are, usually red is for meat, okay? So you do take a chicken breast out. There's usually a little piece under your chicken breast, which is like a mini fillet. With these, yeah, that little bit there. So just take them away, yeah, because that's just full of sinew and bits that aren't very nice to eat. Right, what we're going to do is chop these chicken breasts. If you lay them down, and then we're going to do, you need to cut them the same size, so they all cook around the same time in the wok. Okay, so it doesn't take long. Yeah, I usually put all the bits to one side that are ready. This is quite a thick piece of chicken breast. So you might want to get 4 slices out of this one. Again, depends on what you've got in front of you. And then again, just chunk them. If there's any bits on there that you don't want, there's a bit of like gristle, just take it off, put it in your package out the way. So there's a bit more white fleshy bits on there, so take that away, and then just dice up all these pieces. If you think one is a bit big, just go back, just cut it again, okay? Last one. I got 4 breasts here, so this will do 4 decent portions of curry. Now, because you're making fresh curry, there's nothing to stop you tubbing this up and putting it in the freezer. It lasts in the freezer for about 3 months. So chicken nearly done. Yeah. Then the only rule I say, get rid of all your chicken into the bin. And just give your hands a wash. Okay. So, right, so your chicken is ready. What we're going to get ready now is your vegetables. So this is a huge onion, but I like onion in my food, so I'm not bothered. What we're going to do, you got the hairy bit on the bottom and the bit that comes out of the ground on the top. Cut that bit off. And then cut this in half. Yeah? You're now going to peel your onion. Take it off, leaving the stalk on the bottom. Okay? Just brush all that rubbish to one side. Now, with this onion, you need to hold hard, which this is called the claw grip. Hold it hard, and then slice your onion in the centre, but not You see my knife is only going to there, not right to the end. And then what you're going to do, using the bridge hold, which this is, because you can stick your knife underneath your fingers. The slices, and then turn it. Okay, and that then is waste. Okay, so you can do that again to get some more practice. Slice it in the middle, not right to the end. And then bridge hold to bring your knife nearly to the end of the onion, but not right to the end, because that hairy bit is going to hold it in place. And then turn and dice. Just watch your fingers or right behind that knife when you're cutting, okay? Or tuck your fingers in. And that's the stalk. Okay. Your onion is ready. And now on your list, you've also got your apple. Like you see, apple straight in the middle. Quarter it. And then at an angle, cut the wedge out. Okay? So put it at an angle, cut the wedge out. Turn that one over again. The wedge out. The wedge out. And then you're going to cube this into small pieces. It's just there to add a bit of sweetness to your curry. So put that with your onion, because that's what you're going to be frying it with. Again, this is called bridge hold, slices, slices, turn it, claw grip. So even if I was to take that knife too close, I'm not going to cut my fingers. So bridge hold, turn, claw grip, and there's your apple cutter. Okay, so what we're going to need now, we're going to start with our cooking. So we're going to put the cooker on high, add some oil in. Okay, and get that warmed up. You need it warmed up, because otherwise your vegetables will just sit in fat, and that's never good. Oh, and I've just hit. While your oil is heating up, get your saucepan filled with water. You can see the water. I got a very large pan and 3/4 filled, and just start that warming. So when you're ready, you can get your rice on while you're still cooking, because then you should have this meal on the table within an hour easy. Yeah. Come on, warm up. Never warms up when you want to, does it? And you've got a spoon ready. And we got right, so we've got our onions and our apple to go in first. Yeah, it's almost. Sorry about the bleeping. There's a low battery, so you're going to have to put up with that for the next 50 minutes. Come on. Okay. So with your spoon that you're going to use to stir your curry, just start putting those vegetables into that pan. Just give them a stir with the oil. Okay, all right, that's going to start cooking. And then we're going to come back and get some more ingredients ready. So we've got our chicken ready. We've got the garlic. That's your first mistake. I put the apple in with the onions. I don't usually use apples in curries. So it'll be nice and soft and squishy by the time we finish. Right, so garlic comes in a bowl, big bowl. You just top and tail it, and then you come off with one of those. And then, unless you've got a garlic crusher, back of the knife, push hard, and then you mash it. And then finally, chop it. Now, I'm a garlic fan, so I'm going to put 2 in this. So take the top off, take the bottom off, peel it, and leave it to the side. Yeah, and then squish it down with a knife. And then just chop them up really fine. Okay, so can you all see? Yeah, and we're back. Now, as you can hear, this onion is frying. So it only needs a couple of minutes to fry. Okay, give it a quick stir to make sure it's not sticking. And what we're going to do is take our chicken that we've prepared, pop our chicken into the big pan, wok, whatever you're using. Now, the chicken's gone in, it's pink. We need to seal the chicken. And the way we seal the chicken is by turning it white. So once it's all turned white, we know we're ready to go on to the next stage. Okay. So as you can see, some of these bits now have now turned white. You see? Yeah, so we want them all to turn white. So we just keep on, leave it down. Okay, so that's there. Okay. So while this is cooking, because you're going to be stirring and watching at the same time, what we need now is to stir in the various bits we're going to flavour the curry with. So we've got curry powder. Curry powders come in various strengths. Now the only thing you can do is add a bit. You can never take it away, but you can keep on adding and adding and adding until it's the strength that you want. So this one has just got one rounded curry powder. Okay. It's a tikka, so tikka is about a medium heat, I would say. So it's one of those. Then we need a pinch of herbs. And we put all this flavour in now when we seal in the meat so that we get the flavour into it. And then we need one ground ginger. And then finally, so we give that a stir. Get all that flavour in. Keep on turning it. As you can see, the chicken is slowly turning white. And chicken. Yeah. And then we need our curry paste. Yeah. I'll add this in. So that would be about 2 tablespoons in that size pot. Okay, just keep on stirring. And we need to get all this meat cooked, well, sealed. Yeah. Now, in the meantime, I put the kettle on. So you need some hot water to make your stock. So we need 250 mils, which is about half pint. Yeah. So measuring jug. $250 mils for half a pint, and then you put your tomato paste in, which is 1 heaped teaspoon. I can use a spoon and they just stirred it in. Okay, so you'll have a solution like that. That's just water and tomato paste. Okay. Once you know all your chicken is sealed, which is this now. Okay, you all see that's what you're looking at? Yeah, add your stock. Now, if it dries out when it's cooking, while you're waiting for the rice, you can always add some more stock. Don't worry about that. Yeah. A good stir in. Okay. So as your curry. That you need to now cook for half an hour to decrease the liquid in there, but not take it all out, so you don't want to burn into the bottom, so keep an eye on it. Once it's cooked and it started bubbling, just turn it down to a slow simmer. Right, in the meantime, I got my water on, cooking or boiling here. It's on number 4, so I'm going to up the water. And now this is, can you hear it bubbling? So what I'm going to do now is turn this down. It was on number 6, and now I'm going to turn it onto number 3, so it can slowly cook when we're cooking this rice. Okay, so make sure you pull everything down from the side, so it's all in that pot cooking. Okay. Right, as you can see, I got steam coming out of the top of my pan. And then here I got a 500-gram bag of rice. Basically, it's 75 grams per person. So that to me, I cook for 4 in the house, so I usually use a glass to measure, and it gives me 4 equal portions. Haven't got a glass here, I think. Hang on, Bella's telling me there's a glass here. Yes, there is. So we use one of these little glasses for 75 grams. Let's take it out. $75 grams, you're looking at about that much rice. Now, there's 4 times the amount of water in there to rice. If you use that ratio, you will never have claggy, stuck together rice. So we put the rice in there, and we just leave that boil. This curry is now cooking. Smelling nice. Just leave that cook down. Stop. Once that's cooking, as you can see, this is cooking, this is cooking. If you wanted to pop a naan bread into the oven or Indian snacks into the oven, you can. If not, you can serve it if it's too hot with some yogurt. The curry is chicken, but you can use lamb, you can use beef. Exactly the same. You just seal the meat, put the sauces in, and then the stock, and then you cook it down. Yeah. The rice, you can use any rice. You got wild rice, brown rice, white rice, numerous types of rices. When these are cooked, if you want to put vegetables now in at this stage, because at home I would put broccoli, I'd put carrots, I'd put peppers, mushrooms, everything in my curry to get the fibre day into the boys. So this is when I would stick all the vegetables in if you want it. You can also, instead of using the tomato sauce, tomato puree and water, you could at this stage put a can of coconut milk in, or a can of tomatoes, because that can be your stock that you can use. But once this is all cooking, perfect time to clean up, because the last thing you want to do is be sitting down and thinking of all the washing you got left at the end of the day. That's cooking, nothing you can do now. You just need to clean up and tidy away. Is there any questions from anybody while we're waiting? No questions? Anybody, any concerns? No? Okay, if you don't mind that, I'm just gonna get rid of some of this rubbish. Okay, so we can get a plate up. Rituals. Anyone? Okay.
So just cleaning away. Then it was just to say that this is the second of our 4 sessions. So tomorrow we have meatballs, which I'm very much looking forward to. Thank you, Julie, for the chicken curry. I've got my husband and son making it at home, so I'm very much looking forward to having it this evening for tea.
Easy dishes. So I'll just put it out to show you what it will look like in the end. I'm just going to wait for everything to cook. There's nothing you can do. As you can see, we put everything away. It doesn't take long to make. As long as you can keep an eye on it. It doesn't go dry. Because this is now nicely just bubbling away. Getting rid of some of the stock. As you can see, and the rice is boiling at the back. Now, if it's too watery, what you're going to do is hide it up. Okay, depends on how dry or how wet you want your curry. Because joy of making stuff at home from scratch, you can make it the way you and your family enjoy making it. So if you've got allergies in the house, if you're a certain dietary needs, you can choose any recipe and alter it to your needs. Okay. Any questions at all? No? Okay. Once you finish cooking, you can decorate as well. You can put some fresh coriander leaves on top. You can serve it, like I said, with an naan bread or with some snacks if that's what your preference is. But actually, it is a good substantial meal. This will cater quite amply for 4 adults. The rice I've only made for 1. But a bag of rice will do maybe 2 complete meals. How is it smelling?
So all of the recipes are available on our website, which is www.banwellparishcouncil.org.uk, and also on our Facebook page. If you just put in Banwell Parish Council, then there is a link that provides you straight to the 4 recipes that we will be cooking this week.
Right, that's boiling, that's cooking. I told you it's a simple dish. I've just thrown onions everywhere. Is there anything I can answer, Liz, or no questions come up?
No, everybody, there's somebody on Facebook had said thank you for the chopping techniques to help prevent finger cuts. So there was, they were very appreciative of that.
It's amazing how many finger cuts we get, especially when we do crudités for year 7. So we're always ready for that. But again, even then, if you want to, you can get frozen diced onions and things in supermarkets now, peppers, what they don't sell. So it depends on how busy you are as a mum, dad, gran, on how much time. But as you can see, that and cooking, and it's been cooking now a good 10 minutes. Took me 10, 15 minutes to do. So you can always do this the day before, and then just get to the stage where it starts to boil, cool it down on the side properly till it gets to a hand feel temperature, put it in your fridge, come the following day, take it out, take it up to temperature, which you're going to be looking at over 75 degrees, and you can have it the following day. You don't have to eat it on the day you're making it. Oops, here goes my rice. I'll roll that down one because it's starting to bubble over.
Julie, there's a question on Facebook as to what vegetables you could use to make it as a vegetarian alternative.
In the house, we have a veggie option once a week, and we add sweet potato is quite nice. Some courgettes are quite nice because they absorb the curry flavour. Carrots. Loads of mushrooms, because you can have various types of mushrooms you can pop in there. You can put your whole tomatoes in there, little baby tomatoes. They're quite nice and sweet again. Eggplant, which is aubergine, is quite good as well in it. You just cube it and just keep everything the size of basically your curry, because vegetables will go into mush, and obviously you will not need this long to cook the curry through, because as a vegetable you just need to flavour it and then cook it and not take it to the stage where the vegetables start to go mushy. That's a word. There was, tell you another one as well, is spinach is quite nice in a curry, especially towards the end though. So 5 minutes, if you're going to keep it for tomorrow or eat it now, 5 minutes towards the end, strip your spinach of the centre stalk, which is the hard bit. Just roll it up into like a little bowl, and then just shred it, and then just add it, and it will take seconds to dissolve into that curry, but that adds a lot of iron back into the dish, and again add some colour as well. I'm just waiting for this rice to cook. Okay. A bit of long enough yet. The only way you'll find that the rice is cooked is obviously to try it. Yeah. So just take a little bit out. Either squish it with your finger. Ha. Put it in your mouth. And if there's some bite still in there, taste chalky, then it's not quite done. So it's about another 4 minutes and that'll be ready. And then we can serve you up to show you what it would look like. I have no garnishes, sorry, but your imagination will be there. Now, curry is for the students or children that come in to Churchill. Curry is one of the dishes they make in year 8, and they can make a vegetarian option or a savoury option. Huh? No. So for anybody coming aboard, we'll see you when you get there. But we cater for anything and everything and all dietary needs. So if we've got children with gluten-free or dairy-free. Obviously, we get some facilities to get ingredients in if you're struggling to get those ingredients. And we take really good care to make sure that they don't mix with other students that are using the normal dairy products, or even if they're vegetarian, that they're away from Sunday meat, because some children just can't stand the sight of meat as well. It's not just about being vegetarian. Oh, Mr. Rice. I only put a bit of rice in. Have we got the calendars? I don't think about bringing the calendar. Or a sieve.
So one of the people that is online with us today is going to be joining you at Churchill next September.
Welcome on board. But Mum, I'll tell you now, the savoury stuff will get home, the sweet stuff never get past in the time. So when they make pizza and muffins, then it doesn't get home, unfortunately. No. I make lots of brownies, cookies, sausage rolls, mince pies, depends on what the season is. So we've just finished Easter, and I think every class from year 7 to year 10 have made Easter biscuits. So I don't want to see another Easter biscuit. And then when we get back, we'll be after into the spring and summer. And then we'll start making things with fresh fruit, kebabs, chicken kebabs, fruit kebabs, and various assortments from there up then. And let's see if this rice is cooked. Now we're going to get a big pan. Oh, macarons, yeah. Yeah. It's cooked. The only problem is I got nothing to say it to. So I didn't have a silver calendar, but that's all I had was a slatted spoon. I just took it to the sink and just slowly poured the water out. Now, as you can see, the rice is all loose. Nothing's clogging it. So I'm going to dish it up. Okay. Now, if you wanted to put this into a mold to make it look pretty and then turn out the rice mold, you can do that. But my children like to, I don't know why, but they just like to have it separate. So we always put the rice on one side. On the other. Okay, with the curry, if you needed to find out, is it cooked? Well, in school, we have temperature probes to check them. But at home, are you going to have a temperature probe? Not sure. So what I would do is cut a piece of chicken in half and make sure that's cooked right through. And that, you know, is safe then to eat. Okay? So we shut the curry off. And as you can see, it's gone all nice and thick. Yeah, so what we do, we put some curry there and put some sauce. Okay. As you can see, that is a good portion, and that is how much curry is left in the bowl. So you can pop them in tubs, date them, write on them curry, whatever date it is today, pop them in the freezer. They will last 3 months because it's freshly made. Yeah, you can make your rice to go with them as well, so it's all done and dusted. Or not, make rice fresh on the day. That's up to you. Okay, that's your cookery done for the day. Any questions?
Well, that's it. Thank you very much, Julie. Nothing's come up on Facebook or in our chat, so it just leaves me to say thank you very much. It smells from my office. It smells absolutely wonderful, so I'm so excited for mine later. Also, thank you to those people that have joined us live today. It really has been fantastic how many people have engaged on Facebook and also joining us for the Zoom meeting this evening. It is our second session, so our next one tomorrow is spaghetti and meatballs. So we look forward to cooking with Chris tomorrow, and possibly Anita will be joining him. And therefore, thank you very much for watching.